Hi, greetings, fellow DC fans. We'll look at the DCEU now continues on with Birds of Prey. 4 years after the defeat of the Enchantress, the Joker breaks up with Harley Quinn, throwing her out on the Gotham streets. She's taken by Doc, the owner of a Taiwanese restaurant, and recovers from her relationship by cutting her hair, adopting a spotted hyena, whom she names after Bruce Wayne, and taking up roller derby. Harley gets struck at a nightclub owned by Roman Sionis, a ruthless crime lord, and cripples his driver after he insults her. She meets ballet singer Dinah Lance, who later rescues an intoxicated Harley from an attempted abduction. Sionis is impressed by Dinah's fighting skills and appoints her as his new driver. The next night, Harley blows up these chemicals plant as a way to publicly announce her breakup with Joker. Meanwhile, GCPD detective Renee Montoya investigates a series of mob killings carried out by a crossbow-wielding vigilante. Finding Harley's necklace at the scene of the Ace Chemicals explosion, Montoya notes that Harley is in danger without the Joker's protection. She tries to recruit Dinah as an informant, but Dinah rejects the offer since she's upset with the GCPD for not being there to prevent her mother's death. Santa sends Dinah and his sadistic right-hand man, Victor Zazaz, to retrieve a diamond embedded with the account numbers to the fortune teller of the Bernelli crime family, who were massacred years ago. Young pickpocket Cassandra Cass Kane steals the diamond from Zazaz and swallows it after she is arrested. Harley, fleeing from Montoya and several other people she had wronged, is captured by Sionis' men. Zazaz informs Sionis that Cassandra has the diamond, and Dinah warns Montoya. Sionis kidnaps and makes Harley recover the diamond for him, under the threat of death, and also places a bounty on Cassandra. Breaking to the GCPD with a variety of firework-inspired non-lethal grenade launcher rounds, Harley frees Cassandra and the pair escape. After escaping, Harley and Cassandra bond while hiding out at the former's apartment. Doc is approached for information by the crossbow killer, who was revealed to be Helena Bertinelli. Having survived her family's massacre and becoming trained as an assassin, Helena has been targeting each of the gangsters responsible for her family's murders, preferring the moniker Huntress. Harley's apartment is later bombed by criminals looking for Cassandra, and Doc sorrowfully reveals that he sold Harley out. Harley calls Sionis and offers to turn Cassandra over in exchange for his protection, agreeing to meet at an abandoned amusement park. Dinah notifies Montoya of the rendezvous, but her betrayal is noticed by Zazaz, who informs Sionis. A devastated Sionis dons his ritualistic mask from which he gets his nickname, Black Mask. At the park, Montoya confronts Harley, but Harley knocks her out of a window. Zazaz arrives and tranquilizes Harley before holding Dinah at gunpoint, but he's killed by Helena, who reveals Zazaz was the last of her family's killers. Montoya returns and reveals that Sionis was a true mastermind behind Helena's family's massacre, and had him killed, and had them killed trying to get the diamond. A standoff ensues until they realize Sionis has arrived with a small army of masked criminals. Using Harley's old gear, the makeshift team successfully withstand and repel their attack. During the battle, Cassandra is captured by Sionis, while Dinah reveals her metahuman ability of supersonic-level screaming, defeating several of Sionis' mobsters. Harley gives chase on roller skates, and with assistance from Helena, the pair pursue Sionis. At a nearby pier, the final confrontation occurs. Sionis prepares to kill Cassandra, but she pulls the ring from a grenade that she slipped in his jacket after taking it from his weapons chest earlier. Harley throws Sionis off the pier just before the grenade detonates, killing him. In the aftermath of destroying Sionis' criminal empire, Montoya quits the GCPD. Using the money within the accounts hid inside the diamond, which had been recovered from Cassandra, Helena joins with Dinah and Montoya in establishing a team of vigilantes called the Birds of Prey. Harley and Cassandra escape, selling the diamond itself to a pawn shop and starting their own business. Nice. So let's take a look at the production of this movie, beginning with the development. In May 2016, ahead of the release of Suicide Squad, Warner Bros. Pictures announced a spin-off film focusing on Harley Quinn and several other female DC Comics heroes and villains, such as Batgirl and the Birds of Prey. Margot Robbie was attached to reprise her role as Harley Quinn and would also serve as producer. British screenwriter Christina Hodson was announced to be writing the film in November. Robbie had pitched the film to Warner Bros. In 2015 as an R-rated girl gang film, including Harley Because I because I was like, Harley needs friends. Harley loves interacting with people, so don't ever make her do a standalone film. Robbie felt it was important for the film to have a female director. While Warner Brothers and DC Films had various other Harley Quinn-oriented films in development, Birds of Prey was the only one whose development Robbie was directly involved. Robbie spent 3 years working on Birds of Prey, continuing to present to Warner Brothers until the studio felt the project was at the point it could be made. By April 2018, Warner Brothers and DC Films had finalized a deal with Cathy Yan to direct, making her the first female Asian director to direct a superhero film. Yan pitched for the job as, quote, wanted to smash the patriarchy. Robbie was confirmed to be producing a film under her Lucky Chap Entertainment banner as part of her first look deal with the studio. Sue Crowbray and Unclis were also announced to serve as producers through their companies Kroll & Co. Entertainment and Clubhouse Pictures, respectively. Production was scheduled to begin by late 2018 or early 2019. The Penguin was intended to appear in the script at one point, but was dropped to preserve his appearance in The Batman. Barbara Gordon / Batgirl, a founding member of the team of the comics, was removed from Birds of Prey due to her planned standalone film, which Christina Hodson also wrote. And now on to the pre-production. By July 2018, the film was entering pre-production. Robbie confirmed the film would be titled Birds of Prey, describing it as different from the other DC films featuring Harley Quinn, and so it would be produced on a relatively small budget compared to other superhero films. She also stated Harley Quinn will receive a new costume and teased the cast of diverse actors. The lineup for the Birds of Prey team was revealed to include Black Canary, Huntress, Cassandra Cain, and Renee Montoya, with the villain said to be a Batman adversary who had not yet been seen in the films. Casting began in August, with Warner Bros. Considering several actors for Huntress and Black Canary. Alexandra Daddario, Jodie Comer, Blake Lively, and Vanessa Kirby expressed interest. In August, Roma / Black Mask was revealed to be the film's antagonist. Jem Monet, Gugu Muthu-Barra, and Jodie Smollett-Bell were under consideration for Black Canary by September, with Sofia Boutella, Margaret Qualley, Mary Elizabeth Winstead, Kristen Melody were being considered to play Huntress. Justina Machado and Berta Colindres tested for Renee Montoya, while Warner Bros. Began seeking 12-year-old Asian actors to play Cassandra Cain. In late September, Smollett-Bell and Winstead were respectively cast as Black Canary and Huntress. Warner Bros. Scheduled a February 7, 2020 release date, and Ewan McGregor and Charlton Copley were under consideration for the role of Black Mask. During the U.S.-China Entertainment Summit in October, Yan confirmed the cast and that the film would be R-rated. She said, quote, I could not put the script down, and it had so much dark humor to it, which a lot of my work does, and there are themes of female empowerment which are so strong and relatable. Cinematographer Matthew Labatke joined the film that month, as did Rosie Perez as Renee Montoya. Screenwriter Jonathan Soyaba and Frightwriter John Valera joined in November, and McGregor as Black Mask, and L.G. Basco as Cassandra Cain. Robbie revealed the full title and said the subtitle reflects the film's humorous tone. Production designer K.K. Barrett joined in December, as did Chris Messina as Victor Zazaz. Stephen Williams, Derek Wilson, Danny Lee, Francois Chow, Matthew Willard, Robert Catrini, and Ali Wong were also cast. And now on to the filming. Principal photography began in Los Angeles, California in January 2019 under the working title Fox Force 5. A reference to a fictional TV show of the same name mentioned in Pulp Fiction. Although filming had expected to also take place in Atlanta and Savannah, Georgia, the entire show took place in Los Angeles after the production received a tax credit from California. Filming was expected to be completed by mid-April 2019. In February, Shane Amoya joined the cast. Filming wrapped on April 15, 2019. And now finally on to the post-production. Gia Cassidy and Evan Schiff served as editors, while Method Studios, Weta Digital, Lumen Pictures, Image Engine, and Crept Apes provided the visual effects for the film. In August 2019, Chad Stahelski served as the second unit director for reshoots, his company 8711 having already been involved in developing the action scenes. Photography for the additional footage began on September 3, 2019. Costume concept artist Greg Hopwood released an exclusive look at costume production art at San Diego Comic-Con in July 2019. Talking about the post-production process, Kathy Ann indicated that she would, quote, would have loved to have more control over the edit, but that's just kind of how it is. I don't know if there's a Kathy Ann cut out there, but I think for any filmmaker, all of us are in it because we want to express ourselves as wholly as possible, to match what you ultimately see on screen with what's in our head. So overall, I think this movie is pretty damn good, and I just love anything that involves Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn, so there you go. So overall, I give Birds of Prey 4 bat signals out of 5. Well, anyway, tune in more as we take a look at Wonder Woman 1984. So until then, in the words of Superman, I'm here to fight for truth, justice, and a better tomorrow.